Da, 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 da! Welcome to Friday morning. I worked late last night, like super late last night, doing a full head of highlights and lowlights and a pedicure. Having the fact that I felt really rough last night, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a push and I was exhausted. I'm really lucky because the person that I had in was a client that I knew well, and she's been away to Thailand, showing me her pictures and telling me all about her trip. Felt really rough yesterday. It was actually a really easy appointment. Do you know, just one of them people that is just easy just to be around, and she's actually really cool, really level-headed, and there's some parts, like the issue that I'm having with Oliver at the minute, she's just so insightful, I'm gonna say. I've known her from school, and I always, after speaking to her, try and take away something and think about it. And that is how I'm feeling right now, very reflective. It is Friday and I have been good as gold all week. I didn't go to Slimming World yesterday to get weighed. However, I do now feel really guilty about that because I've had a couple of messages from people in the group and they're like saying, oh, I miss you. Why, like, can you come back to group? So even though my mum's not going till after she's been on holiday, I think next week, like regardless of how I feel or whatever, I'm going to go and get weighed. So I am videoing today. I don't generally do full days of recording. I figured that if I record over the weekend, because this is like my first weekend where I'm trying to get my head back straight and back into it, that it just makes me stay on track. I'm terrible at remembering to record stuff throughout a day and like piece it together because I get really busy and we're late with everything. I've got loads of jobs to do today. I'm going to try my best. Still snotty. I've still got a head cold. I've still got like aching all down my back. But overall, I'm just going to suck it up and get on with it because I've got 20 ton of jobs. I need to tidy and clean the house. So on Wednesday, I tidied and cleaned downstairs. Now, it were just like a little clean, but I put everybody's pots away. I did loads of washing, hoovered, mopped, do you know, just general household chores. I did work in the evening, but I went and did all that and thought, oh, it'll make my weekend easier. No. So I came in from work last night really late and my kitchen and house downstairs is absolutely trash. I like living in an household with like there's 4 adults and 3 dogs. It's really frustrating that nobody can tidy the stuff up. I just seem to spend my entire existence just picking up and like putting stuff away, and it feels quite disrespectful that they just won't tidy the stuff away. Does anybody else have that? Like my daughter's all 17 and 20, nearly 21. Oliver's 36 in April, and it's just like they can't put their own stuff away. It drives me up the wall. So I got a letter through the post yesterday, which I rang up Sheffield City Council because I got a fine for going in a bus lane in Sheffield. I've paid it straight away, which was £35. Rang them because they've sent me a letter saying I owe them £105. As it happens, I'd got another fine that I've not paid or not had a letter for. So obviously that was a thing. I've now got to email them to appeal that a bit because obviously if I knew I'd got a fine, I would have paid it straight away like I did the first one. And then while I'm on the phone, it's like, oh, you've got another one. 3 fines for the same bus lane over a week. That's annoying. I've got quirky duck stuff to do. Oliver's not really still speaking to me, which is absolutely fine because I'm quite enjoying the break. So this morning I've woke up, everybody's gone off to work. I've had chats with each person other than Oliver individually. Liz at college and then she's going to work. She's feeling a bit better about college and stuff since I went in for a meeting on Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't even think of what day it is. Oh, we're at yesterday. I went in for a meeting for school and I'm just lost. Honestly, is this a thing about getting old? I have got some like senile dementia going off. I can't remember what's happening on what day. My life is in pieces. I need to get a grip. I went in for a meeting on Wednesday with a head teacher. I've got to have a meeting with the English teacher, but overall that seems to be getting better. Tia's at work. She's applied to cruise ships, so we've had a chat about that. They've had their emotional support this morning. I've had 2 black beanies coffees while doing that. I've put some stuff away in the kitchen. I've got the dishwasher to empty and then I need to clean the kitchen and downstairs. So that's absolutely fine. I thought before I get started, I will have some breakfast. Now this morning for breakfast, I'm having a red berry porridge. This is part of the New You plan. I have got some products left. So I am going on to Slimming World, but I do like porridge, like 150 calories or something. I'm having that and a cup of tea. I have got milk in it. Oh God, that looks really scummy. Oh, that's gross. I have soya milk and I find it just stains all my cups loads. I don't know why. So if you know why, please do leave me a comment in the box below. Does anybody else have that problem or is it just me? I have some like weird updates that I'm just doing and telling you about because why not? God, I feel so rough. This is a bit of a breakfast catch up. Not last night, last night or the night before. In the bath and Tia comes in because lo and behold I have a bit of privacy and have a bath on my own. Comes in and I had my tongue pierced and I've got several piercings in my ear and we were talking and she was like, I think I might take my tongue bore out because I'm going for this interview on a cruise ship and I don't think you're allowed them. So it got me thinking, I'm 40 and then she said that like tongue piercings give her Rotherham vibes. Rotherham's not got that good of reputation. It made me think I'm nearly 40 and I have my piercings in because I've always had piercings in. I weirdly get attached to them. I've had my tongue pierced for ages and ages. I did take it out. I got meningitis and I had to have an MRI scan. So I took it out while I was in hospital and then when I was in hospital I never put it back in and it healed up. I had it out for a few months and then I missed it. So I went and had it re-pierced, which killed because it was on top of scar tissue. I've took all my piercings out. Like, it started with a tongue, then I had a hoop in my tragus, and I thought, I didn't really change it, I don't really like it anymore, and it like feels like it's in the middle of my face, so take it out. So I took it out. Then I had 2 hoops up at the top on, I don't know what the right name is, but on these bits, so I took them out as well. And I had a piercing, like, on the inside bit, is that called a conch? So then I took that out. I had my ears pierced 3 times here, so I took these out. And on this side, I had just pierced, like you can see it there, 2 piercings on the inside. I actually really liked, but then I think I just got myself into a state of just take your piercings out, stop being ridiculous. I've decided that because everybody's got piercings and tattoos, that I'm not going to have any piercings or tattoos. I am piercing free, other than that bottom lobe there. I haven't got a tattoo. I've never had a tattoo. I've often thought about having a tattoo, but I always change my mind and then I get worried that I'll be stuck with something that I don't like and I just think it doesn't really suit my style, does it? But what if you have a tattoo and you don't like it and it just looks rubbish? Recently I've been talking to people and thinking about like the loose skin that I'm developing. And ultimately, my body probably looks worse than when I first started. In my head, I'm like, oh my God, at least when my fat filled out, all like my boobs and stuff like that, there weren't like literally that is all just like loose skin. And my stomach, I've got such an apron and an overhang that I have to be really careful about what I wear and I have to wear like underwear underneath to smooth it out depending on what I'm wearing and things. Like my arms, look at that, like that is gonna be horrendous. I know it's like filled with fat still now, that, but ultimately this is hopefully going to, like, if I just cut that off there, my arm will be a normal thickness, whereas at minute it's double the size, isn't it? Like that's where my arm is and this is just fat and loose skin. But God, look at that, isn't it gross, really? So that's my entire body, to the point of I've like developed a wobble ear. The thought process is that because of my age and how much weight I'm trying to lose, when I actually get to where I want to get to, and after I've maintained for a bit, that I want to have loose skin and like literally a mummy lift. I don't know if you've seen it online. Legs done, my stomach, like my vagina as well. Do you know like the pouchy bit at the top of your vagina, and my boobs and my arms. Even this bit under here, I'm starting to get like loose skin. Now, I don't mind that I don't look absolutely stunning, but ultimately, I've just got these lumps and bumps and flaps of loose skin that are appearing, which are ultimately going to get worse. And I think that is something that I'm going to have done. I've considered and researched a bit, and it's going to cost me a fortune. So I've started saving up and I have been looking into going abroad for this surgery, and people are saying like, oh, it's really dangerous. One of the factors that is dangerous is flying home after having quite a bit of surgery. Also having it all done in one sitting. So then I was thinking, well, I could go on a road trip, and if I pay for Tia to drive and drive like there and back, or do like coaches or I don't know, train or something, I could actually get back to England without going on a flight. So I could like fly out there, have the surgery, have a bit of recovery time, and then drive back, and that'd reduce the issue. But obviously then I've got to pay for it, and I think I'd do it in a few sittings, not have everything done all at the same time, because that can be really dangerous. But like, I think that I will probably have I'll have scoring all over and stretch marks and stuff. Then I was thinking, do I have a tattoo? Do I have a tattoo to kind of hide that? Because once I've got rid of this flab and stuff, I could have like a floral viney design going from like the bottom of this leg across my stomach to cover most of the bullshit that I've got. Hopefully they'll stretch out and reduce, but there's ultimately going to be some left to cover all that scarring. And like up this side, you know, say like I've got a piece that's not on show all the time, but also that covers me. But anyway, that's probably about 2-3 years down the line. Am I just like covering scars with something that I'm not really bothered about? And ultimately, I don't think I'd have, even if like I'm not the kind to go on a beach and wear a bikini, and I've got no desire to, and I wouldn't have like my midriff out. And my stomach is something I'm really conscious about. And my legs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to reevaluate this when I get to that point. Also, this morning, my friend is having a little bit of a hard time, and she put on a post about like, if you say out loud that you're going through a bit of a hard time, it'd be nice if people would give you a bit of a nice feedback and say nice things. For this post, I've screenshotted it, sent her a WhatsApp message, and sent her about 15 paragraphs about the ways that she's amazing and the things that she should be proud of, and it made her feel good. So lesson learned here, if you've got a friend out there and you're watching this, pick up your phone, stop watching this, because I'm not bothered about views and things like that and whatever. Stop watching this, pick your phone up and send your friend a message about why you appreciate them, or family member. And it doesn't have to be a girl, like I'm talking about boys as well, or your partner or your husband or whatever. Just pick up your phone and message them and tell them something good about themselves. And it's not very often people say really nice things to me. People very rarely, I like never wake up in the morning to a random message saying how amazing I am and things like that. And people say nice things to me when I say it to them. People have said nice things in terms of, oh, you're looking slimmer and you've lost weight. But nobody just like messages me and says, oh my God, I fucking love you as a human. You're just amazing. And I'm grateful for having you in my life for A, B, and C, and D. It'd just be my recommendation to pick up your phone right now and message them and tell them how amazing they are. I'd love to receive that. Like, I very rarely get any nice messages how amazing I am. I'm playing that, but nobody actually just messages me to say, fucking hell, Leanne, you are a fucking top class bird. Maybe that means I'm not a top class bird. Maybe it means I'm an arsehole. Maybe I've just walked into that and dug my own grave. For somebody that suffers with a low self-esteem as well, and generally don't really think about myself that much, like these videos are quite self-indulgent, and it's not something that I'm used to being. Yeah, that's important, and it's a nice thing to do. So if you admire or love somebody or are grateful for having them in your life and they're just amazing human beings, just randomly tell them that. I have done something stupid. Yesterday I missed group and my scales had run out of battery. I put some new batteries in. Now, I ain't been weighed for 3 weeks and I've had 2 weeks of eating utter crap. Mentally, it would be in a better place for me not to get weighed until next Thursday. And the curiosity got the better of me and I stood on them scales. It's just not even good. It's like ridiculous. So I got on the scales 3 times and they come up with 3 different weights. Like, what is that about? And the plus note, I am in the 16s still. On a negative note, I have put some weight on. On a plus note, it's not an horrendous amount. Could I tell you how much? No, because it came up with 3 different weights. I think I stood on the 4th time and it was something random again. So I just put the scales away. That could play massive mind games with me. And I'm heading towards the weekend, guys. And this is the hardest bit for me, where it'd be so easy just to say, oh, fuck life, I'm just going to eat. So I'm trying not to do that. I'm going to be on plan, and I'm not really having treats. And usually I'd have Muller Lights and high five bars and things like that. And I think after 2 weeks solid of eating a ton of crap, I need to get the sugar out of my system, which is another point. Does anybody else, if you have had a sugar or carb horrific week, I crave sugar and carbs. I'll crave them for about 3 days, but then after that, I don't crave them again. Isn't that crazy? That's how your body works. Yeah, it's weird. I'm going to finish my tea and then I'm going to clean up and carry on with the rest of my day. I will try and film bits and bobs, but I don't know. I might not, because I'll probably forget. But here's to a fantastic Friday. Seriously, enough with the scrolling. I've got to clean this house. So let's get on with the bedroom. I'm trying to bath the dogs. Who's next? Mabel hates the bath. No need to swim, it's not deep. Let's get you clean. Yes, Mabel, you've been done. I'm in my vest. She's not a fan of the bath. She hates water. Mavis. One Mabel bath. Martha's not that keen on baths either. I end up getting absolutely soaked when I do this. Don't I? Yes, I do. Yes. Get you all clean. Rinse you there. I know you're around. I know. You've had your bath. So this is Martha. All done. Why is it after dogs have had a bath that they just go absolutely loopy? And now I'm going to clean the bathroom. I've just dropped my phone in the water. That is so bad. So the house is all clean and tidy. My friend's been round and I've had 2 black coffees and a cup of tea. I have just had an egg salad for my dinner, and I'm currently in the process of shaving the dog. So as you can see, I am absolutely covered, and hopefully when this is done and I've clipped the claws and brushed their teeth, then I can go in the shower and my Friday is complete. And that is my day done. I have managed to clean the entirety of my house, including Lily's bedroom. I've done all the washing and put all the clothes away. I'm just waiting for a last load to dry. I've even done the dogs' beds. The dogs have been bathed and sorted, and I've even trimmed Martha's hair, which has took ages. I've seen my friend and I've had coffee. I have been on plan 1,000,000,000%, which I'm really happy about, because Fridays is the start of the weekend. And tonight I think I'm going to have a stir fry. I just fancy something quick and easy that's not going to make loads of mess. I'm not absolutely hungry. I think it's because I've been keeping myself super busy. But that is my Friday complete. So here's to Saturday and hopefully doing all right. Think then.